188 cents a night. It's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Penford Sports Podcast. As always, I am your host, Adam Malachuk, along with my amazing co-host,
Austin Rahilly.
And before we get into tonight's episode, we want to address something that happened last night. As most of you know by now, we record on Tuesday nights, and we just wanted to address what happened yesterday evening in Monday Night Football against the Bengals, against the Bears, the Bills. Demar Hamlin went down with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. After a tackle, he kind of stepped back. He passed out on the field, and basically what we've heard is that he has gone into cardiac arrest. It was a bone-chilling moment for people watching the game at the field in Cincinnati, and it was really just a shaking moment for everybody in this nation and everybody around this world that was tuned in to primetime Monday Night Football. Now, it being Tuesday night when we're recording this, we don't yet know what the outcome of this situation will be. We don't know what Damar Hamlin's future is. But at this point, the whole nation really, and us here too, are sending our thoughts and prayers to the Hamlin family. It's just unfortunate when you see someone that young who has dedicated their whole life to living this dream of theirs, and in an instant it can be taken away from them. So what we're going to do is I want to pray for Damar Hamlin and for his family, and then we're going to just have a brief moment of silence after that prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we love you, and we know that you are a gracious God and you are a holy God, Lord. I want to pray for this young man, Damar Hamlin, as he went down and is in critical condition right now as I speak. I just pray that you'll be with him, Lord. You'll be with his family. That, Lord, if it's your will, that you will restore this young man's body, Lord, and you will have him pull through this, Lord. And just I pray for his family at this time, Lord, as they're going through all of this. I pray that you'll give them comfort, Lord. I pray that you'll give them strength, Lord. And I just pray that your will is worked out in the end. And we ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Well, let's get into the episode. So let's talk about this week 17 of 18. Started off Thursday night. We were supposed to watch the game together, and you don't have Prime.
No, I somehow got it on YouTube for a good 15 minutes.
We got to watch 15 minutes of the game. Yeah, 15 minutes of the game is all we were able to watch, unfortunately. But, it was a good 15 minutes.
It was all right.
Call it what it is. It was all right.
Would have been better if it had Prime. But
would have been much better if you had Prime. But you don't. And, there's nothing really we could do about that. So you live and you learn.
That's
but
right.
The Cowboys beat the Titans 27-13. Everybody kind of saw the Cowboys winning. We saw that coming. That wasn't really anything that was shocking. So it kind of happened, how you thought it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So Cowboys got another win against the Titans. On the line currently we have our very own Zach Snyder. Zach, what did you think of the Cowboys game?
There was a lot of interceptions. My guy, Tony Romo, just couldn't quit throwing it to the other team. I couldn't believe it. But I mean, the Cowboys do have a great record, man. They're 12-4 now. Watch them in the playoffs, man. They got a veteran quarterback there.
Did you say Tony Romo?
You know what I said.
Zach, do you know anything about the NFL? Be honest with me. Do you know anything about the NFL?
I got a picture with Robert Kraft. That's all I know.
No, you do not. That would be you do not have a picture with Robert Kraft. He has a picture with Roger Goodell. But you do not have a picture with Robert Kraft. So you didn't watch the Cowboys game, I'm assuming.
Zach's going back like
10 years almost.
Yeah, 6-7 years ago.
Listen, guys, I saw the dancer Emmett Smith out there this weekend. I said, what are my eyes seeing right now, man? But no, all jokes aside, the Cowboys are looking like a good team in the playoffs. We got a good offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, Boise State quarterback, most winningest quarterback of all time in college football history. Watch out for them Cowboys, America's team. They're rolling.
They are rolling, but I think the Cowboys are going to do what they do, all the time. And their last breath is in the playoffs. So we'll see. Maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year the Cowboys actually get it done. Possibly. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Next game. Cardinals and the Falcons. Falcons.
Blowing a dub, man.
Got it done. By 1 point. By 1 point. They beat the Cardinals.
Hey, a dub is a dub.
A dub is a dub. For neither of those teams, it doesn't really matter, though, to be fair.
Right.
So, because they both suck. So, yeah. Patriots and Dolphins. What a win.
Let's go.
What a win. Talk about it, baby. Talk about it.
Tom Brady's looking really good.
He's looking like a... Did you say Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing into Zach's character.
Yeah.
Drew Bledsoe was great out there this past Sunday.
No, but Mac Jones was looking actually pretty good for a change. I'm just happy that we can beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, a win is a win for sure, but the Dolphins, I don't know. Maybe they are now an easier team.
At the beginning of the year,
they were a threat.
They were a threat. Even before the preseason, everybody was talking about them. Oh, they're going to be great. Tyreek Hill. Well,
yeah, I mean, the cheetah, as he calls himself. But
wasn't cheetah this game.
No, not at all.
I think he got like one reception.
And you know what you hate to see, though? I know Zach hates to see, the true G of coaches, Mike McDaniel, lose.
4 receptions for 55 yards.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
He did have a touchdown, I guess.
No, he did not have a touchdown. Talk to us about your boy Mike McDaniel, though.
He had a rushing touchdown.
So it must have been a backwards pass. But yeah, man, Mike McDaniel had those guys hot at the start of the season, and they're just, on a slippery slope right now. Ever since the Buffalo game, the Dolphins just can't seem to find a win.
Ever since he started wearing capris to their practices, they've just been on a downfall.
And Tua's not in either.
Yeah, Tua's been injured, and I think Tua realistically should not play any other game. Do they have playoff contention?
They're 8-8, same as the Patriots.
So they might.
I think they're in the hunt.
They're in the hunt.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens, Tua Tagovailoa, if that's how you say his name, should not play another game this season. He's been in.
I think he should be out for next season.
He has been. He has been in concussion protocol for the majority of the season. And players, quarterbacks take big hits, and I don't think medically he's at a point where he can be taking any other big hits. So,
you know what happens with too many concussions?
What happens?
You go crazy. You go loopy, dude.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You ever seen the movie with Concussion with Will Smith?
I have not,
dude. It's scary.
I've had a concussion. I got one from skiing. Couldn't even remember my own name. That's not true. I remembered everything, but they're like, you probably shouldn't go skiing anymore today. And I was like, screw you. So I went skiing anyway.
The stubbornness inside of you.
I went skiing anyway. And it was great, fine and dandy.
Actually, I don't think I've ever had a concussion.
I remember I was getting pulled down in a sled, though. That was crazy. They were pulling me down in a sled, ski patrol.
What do you do, hit a tree?
No, I went off a little, jump, and I felt like I wasn't balanced when I went off of it, and I, fell backwards and hit my head.
Oh, there you go.
I had a helmet on, though. Always wear a helmet skiing.
Yeah.
And when you're playing football.
Yeah.
Next game.
They say, guys,
go ahead.
As they say, guys, quarterbacks take big hits,
Dude.
We cannot.
You know what's weird?
We can't put that in there.
You know, that's funny you actually say that because that was going to be my senior quote.
Of course it was.
If it was allowed, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's not acceptable, Zach. This is it's a family show. This is a family show. Let's cut that out. Next game.
Saints.
I want to refrain from something I've said. I have said that I don't think Jalen Hurts is as good as a quarterback as people say he is, and that you could plug pretty much any quarterback into that position and they could get a win. However, Gardner Minshew was plugged into that position and did not get a win. So it's interesting for me because, okay, maybe this guy isn't, maybe the Eagles are just blessed with a great quarterback that is Jalen Hurts. Maybe it's not just the offense because Gardner Minshew's not a bad quarterback. He played starting QB for the
Jaguars,
the Jags a couple years back. And I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. Maybe Jalen Hurts is they're in trouble of losing their number one spot to the Cowboys.
Dude.
So
Gardner Minshew is as bad as AJ McCarron, dude. He's bad.
I don't know. Who was Andy Dalton playing for the Saints?
Yeah.
That was his old team, wasn't it?
No, he was on the Bengals.
That's right. He was on the Bengals.
AJ McCarron had a hot girlfriend, though, guys. Catherine Webb. The cameraman just couldn't stay off of her, much like J.J. McCarthy's girlfriend this past weekend.
The cameraman wasn't the only thing that couldn't stay off J.J. McCarthy's
I don't want to talk
girlfriends.
about the Michigan game.
No, but we are just talking, the cameraman was not the only person that couldn't keep he couldn't keep off of his girlfriend. In fact, JJ's dad couldn't keep off of her. He went in for a little touch and feel.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was caught by the cameraman. So, two men that just couldn't keep themselves off of his girlfriend. I will say, though, that thing was kind of blown out of proportion. It wasn't really like you saw the video, Zach. It wasn't like he was trying to get something,
Yeah, but he was doing something that was weird. You saw
I think it was more wrong place, wrong time for his dad.
I think it was wrong girl. Like, you can do that to a random 18-year-old girl and maybe get away with it, but not here.
It definitely was the wrong girl, dude. Come on.
That's his son's girlfriend,
Right.
man. He wanted a little taste. Oh, you guys are killing me tonight.
It is. Am I wrong?
You guys are killing me tonight.
What are you doing?
No, stop. This is
Come on.
This is a kids podcast, guys. Come on now.
I'm stuck.
Come on. Come on.
What part of this podcast is for kids?
We're a family channel. Anyway. You people make my editing too hard. And it's mostly Zach. It's not even Austin. All right.
I digress.
Colts and Giants. The New York Football Giants. Oh, I'm getting my $10 here. Look at that. He finally paid up from that.
I'm a man, dude.
It took you a little.
When I have it,
I actually forgot about this.
Yeah, well,
So God bless. So
here we are.
That's my $10 from a couple episodes back. New York Football Giants getting a big win over the Colts.
Who didn't see that coming?
Everybody saw it coming. Nick Foles is a joke, bro. Daniel
Nick
Dimes, he played.
He played?
Yeah. You gotta tighten that up.
Oh, yeah. Tighten that up.
It should be good. Yeah, Nick Foles played. And then Sam Ellinger. Both of them were trash, but at least Sam Ellinger got a touchdown. Did you see Kayvon Thibodeau?
I forgot about him.
He sacked Nick Foles, and Nick Foles went out injured. And when he was on the ground, he went over next to him and started doing snow angels. And Jeff Saturday was not a fan of that. He had this whole statement about it after, but it was funny. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, the Giants now they're in the playoffs, so good for them. 38-10, they beat the Colts. Buccaneers, Panthers.
I was worried.
This was a game between
I was worried,
these teams.
Dude. I was worried.
Each of these teams had playoff contention on the line.
No, not the
Yeah.
Panthers.
Yeah, after
No
that
way.
game, the Panthers are eliminated.
Yeah, there were 6. They were never in.
No, yeah, it said they had a chance, but they got eliminated.
Oh.
Yeah. They didn't get eliminated till after that game. But the Panthers lost to the Buccaneers 30-24, and Mike Evans, big body Mike Evans,
Dude, on my
went
fantasy,
off.
dude, the average of a wide receiver is like 100 points. That's about average for a wide receiver. Mike Evans had 255 points in my fantasy. That is insane for a wide receiver. He went off. Too bad I'm out of the playoffs.
Yeah, Mike Evans went off almost as much as I just went off on you and Madden right before this game. Or
I was
after this
kind of
podcast.
hoping, you didn't bring it up. But that was Madden 13. I played that 10 years ago.
We played.
So
We played Madden 23, right?
I won by a field goal.
But that was a good game. I couldn't figure out because we were playing on PlayStation.
The best console there is out there.
I couldn't figure out not necessarily the controls, but it was like I was passing thinking X was where it is on the Xbox and whatnot. Really throwing me for
X
a loop.
is A and A is X.
Yeah, exactly. It was throwing me for a real loop, and I was struggling. I mean, I was making completions,
Yeah.
but it was like that's not who I wanted to.
Once
throw
you got
it
the
to.
hang of it, you
Well, that's
started
the thing.
to
Second
kick in.
half, the second half of the game was a totally different game.
Right.
Which when I go back there this Thursday, you're going down, baby girl. You're going.
I don't think
down.
so, dude. 2 people beat me in Madden. 20. The recent Maddens, okay? let's put it that way.
You can't beat me at real Madden. Maybe we have to run it back after this podcast.
Maybe we have to do like 2K4 or something.
You know I'm terrible at 2K.
No, I mean 2K4.
Maybe we need to play MLB again.
Before it was Madden, it was 2K.
Oh, yeah. All right. Buccaneers beat the Panthers 32-24. The Chiefs beat the Broncos in a nail-biter. A close one.
Again.
You're telling
Dude.
me...
Okay, so hold on.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, you're telling me the Chiefs are such a good team that they can barely beat the Broncos?
And the Texans? Remember last week, dude?
Something's off. I mean, the Jaguars crapped on the Texans. Something ain't right.
Or was it 2 weeks ago?
Either way, it doesn't... No, it was last week, 30-24, yeah. December 18th, so it was 2 weeks ago. But regardless...
Where do you see that?
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why people really think that the Chiefs are that good of a team.
Nope.
I mean, you got these teams that are hot garbage, like the Broncos and the Texans, who the Texans are the worst team in the league.
Mm-hmm. Broncos are
one of the worst.
4 and 12, okay?
4-12.
And you have the Texans that are 2 and 13.
Yeah, and they barely beat them. Patrick Mahomes is washed up.
Yeah, he's not that good as people think he is.
Zach, what do you think about Patty Mahomes?
Guys, I think if Josh Allen would have been the quarterback for the Chiefs this week, they would have absolutely blown that other team out. I mean, they needed a real quarterback in there, and Jonathan's not here today to defend himself, so we're just gonna rail on the Chiefs
let's rip into him because honestly, yeah. Sorry, I was coming back. So yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
He is a much, much, much better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
Preach.
Patrick Mahomes is just booty cheeks, dude. Since Tyreek Hill left, he hasn't been the Patrick Mahomes that he was.
This is valid.
This last year he was. I don't think they're even going to make it to the second round of the playoffs, honestly. If they're playing like they are now, no, there's no shot.
Yeah, they're hot garbage, as some would say. And I don't know, man. I mean, they have a good record, but they also have a fairly easy.
They play the
easy
Raiders
season.
next game. I think honestly, the Raiders might win.
Go Raiders!
If they're losing to two of the worst teams in the league by a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think that the Raiders might actually pull that out.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very, very, very interesting. I don't know. I don't get the hype around the Chiefs, man. I don't get it. I mean,
like, how do you go from a Patriots fan to a Chiefs fan?
Yeah, John, like, I don't know what he was smoking, but.
And he doesn't like baseball players, but.
Yeah, apparently.
He keeps saying it, but Patrick Mahomes was a baseball player.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Zach, tell us about the boys from Detroit. Your Detroit Lions, 41-10.
They kicked butt, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
What a week for the Lions. Jared Goff's just getting more and more comfortable as the season goes on. I hope they make the playoffs. I hope they beat the Packers this week because that Lions team's got a lot to give, baby.
Now
Nobody wants to play the Lions right now.
Now, the Packers, that's an interesting team. We're going to get to them. They're a bit of a playoff disruptor. We talked about this a little bit last week. You know, I said to Austin, imagine Aaron Rodgers goes off and just becomes an absolute disruptor in the playoffs. And he started, and we're not at that game yet, but we will be.
Well, let me add right now while we're on the topic. The year that the Packers won the Super Bowl, I believe it was 2011, they were 8-8. They were a wild card team, and they did just what you said there. They disrupted, and they went on to win the Super Bowl. So, yeah, it's definitely possible. Watch out for the Packers, man.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah, but they didn't have the weapons that they did in 2011 now. They don't have nobody.
But let me ask you this. Who is, aside from Tom Brady himself, who's better than Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs right now in the league? Maybe Joe Burrow? Yeah.
Well, Joe Burrow, guys, he's only had, what, 1 or 2 seasons?
And that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
I mean, come on, man.
This guy, nobody expected Joe Burrow to go to the Super Bowl last year. Coming off of a torn ACL. Coming off of a torn ACL. Yeah, nobody expected him to go where he went last year. And I don't think anybody's going to expect him to go where he's going to go this year. So,
listen, guys, I love Joe Burrow, but you got to look at this thing as a body of work. And he's very young into the game. So, I mean, there might be a day where he gets there, but he's so young. He's only had a couple of years into it. Matthew Stafford's also had really good playoff ratings and whatnot, you know. He's only made the playoffs like 3 times in the Super Bowl.
So, Zach, if for some reason,
hypothetically, Zach loves a good hypothetical.
If Joe Burrow and the Bengals go to the Super Bowl this year, would you retract your statement?
More so, of course. Yeah. You know, I mean, he's a great quarterback. I'm not saying he's booty cheeks. You know?
Right.
Mahomes.
I think we all can agree to that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Joe Burrow a lot, obviously. If you haven't been able to tell, I'm a big Joe Burrow guy. You know, I think he's great, dude. I think he's great. I think he's super talented. And I can't wait to see what, you know, the next the next 10 years he's going to do, because he's one of those quarterbacks that we're watching greatness truly unfold. But regardless,
would you
go ahead.
Would you rather make Gisele Bündchen or Joe Burrow, Adam?
Say that again.
Would you rather have a passionate makeout session with Gisele Bündchen or Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow, dude.
Yeah, 100% Joe Burrow. I mean, Giselle's definitely up there, but I mean, that's Joe Burrow.
That's Antonio Brown.
That's Joe Cool. You know, every woman wants him and every man wants to be him.
Even Macaulay Culkin.
Even Macaulay Culkin. But the Lions beat the Bears 41-10. Let's talk about the Browns, bro. Beating the Commanders 24-10. Now, this I did not see coming.
You know, I did. I seen it coming. You know why?
Why'd you see it coming?
Taylor Heineke didn't play.
Who played?
Carson Wentz came back.
Oh, my God.
That's why they lost.
What? Didn't they have a losing record when Carson Wentz was starting?
Yep.
So why would they play him?
3 interceptions, dude. No touchdowns.
Now, let me ask you this. Do the Browns have a playoff shot or no?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, probably not. But either way, Deshaun Watson actually did something in his life, aside from beating his wife. Browns beat him 24-10.
because Carson Wentz wasn't.
Yeah, why
was
would they play
playing.
Wentz, bro?
I don't know.
That's a dumb move,
Taylor
bro.
Heineke's been on a roll,
Yeah,
dude.
Heineke hasn't proved to you yet that he's your
He's
starting
had
QB.
one loss out of 5 games.
How has he not proved himself yet? That's interesting.
He was the backup last year too, and then he was a starting quarterback.
Wow.
Stupid.
Jaguars. Go ahead.
Carson Wentz should just go sell some vehicles. Honestly,
I mean, that's not a bad call. You know, he might be a good.
he's a very
Should we send
person.
him? Should we send him to the? Send him to like the lot where Andrew Luck and all those guys are.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Zach, you're the guy. Is he going to the lot? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
He's very close to the lot right now. He's on the thumbs up side. He can come back.
Send him
though.
to the lot. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a pre-owned 2019 Chevy Silverado 2500 on sale right now. Come and get it. Mention Carson Wentz at the door.
He's the
Good gosh.
Shelby Silverado.
I said Chevy.
At first, you said Shelby.
Did I?
Yeah. But here we are.
Maybe her name is Shelby. I don't know.
The drive.
The Jags, dude, getting it done.
Really getting it done against the Texans, 31-3. Woo, baby. And like
Do
I
they have a
said, Trevor
playoff
Lawrence,
spot?
man. Oh, the Jaguars have a playoff
Yeah, they're
spot.
8-8, dude.
Jaguars have a playoff spot
Who they
for
got
sure,
next
dude.
week? Titans. That's going to be a game.
Yeah, we talked about that. I think they can beat him. Trevor Lawrence was doing what Trevor Lawrence does, bro. Hair was flowing. Ball was being thrown. He was throwing and flowing and sowing the seed. That's what he did. Yeah, he wins with the greed. He's a winner. He wins all day. This is my rap. It might be a little gay. I don't know, but I like him. Trevor's my guy. Throw it in the stands. Lift your lighters high. And that's that. Word. Little spoken word action for y'all tonight. 31-3. Brock Purdy got it done again. 37-34 against the Raiders. Had to ride with my San Francisco.
San Francisco?
The San Francisco 49ers got it done again with quarterback Brock Purdy, and they did a great job.
Dude, you know he sound like... What was that guy on... I'm going to look it up. Keep going while I look it up.
Brock Purdy, dude, it was a close game. I mean, it ended in overtime with a field goal, so that was cool. But yeah, I mean, you love to see the young QB win. Brock Purdy coming in, filling the shoes of Jimmy Garoppolo, who filled the shoes from Trey Lance, and it's been exciting to watch these 49ers. So, I mean, I can't complain about a win from the kid himself, even if it's only by a field goal. So they beat the Raiders 37-34, and they're just keeping on rolling to the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it'll definitely be interesting. Sid the Sloth is who you're talking about.
No.
Oh. Did you just look up people with lisps?
Oh, no. Yeah, I did.
Animated guys with lisps, he said. That's funny. Seahawks beat the Jets 23-6, and the Jets no longer have a chance at the playoffs. Do the Seahawks, though? They just might. Are you talking about the guy from SpongeBob who's like, no pickles?
No. Seahawks are also 8-8.
Are you ever going to find this, Austin?
Nope.
Just forget about it.
right.
You'll remember it at like 3 a.m. and text me.
I'll FaceTime you at
And I'll be asleep. Seahawks beat the Jets again, 23-6.
You know, Smith is back and better than ever.
Well, he's playing the Jets, to be fair.
Yeah, but to be fair,
The
the Jets aren't a bad team as they were the last 13 years.
This is true. Zach, how do you feel that little Timmy or little Jimmy or whatever little kid's name is not getting ice cream this week? How does that make you feel?
I can care about him now, man. He had a good run, but hey, that's life, baby. It's a cold world out there. Grab your coat, kiddo. I just want to know why you guys want to hold Gino down week in and week out, man. Give the guy some credit, Adam. Gino is a big dog. He's out there playing at a high level. He's a winner, baby. He's in the hunt still. Watch Gino to make a run in the playoffs. Man.
No, it's not going to happen.
Packers are also 8-8.
It's not going to happen. Gino's not making a run
He
in
could.
the playoffs.
He could.
His first run will be a fall down a flight of stairs once he plays a good team. Mark my words on that.
Seahawks won 23-6.
Let's talk about this game now. Andy, also known as Vasily Vladimirovich Rogozino, our little
Vladimir
Russian
Putin.
twerp from Minnesota, did not get on the call tonight because he had other things going on.
I think he's just butthurt about this game.
41-17. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers beat the Vikings, the all-powerful Vikings Valhalla. Yeah, see you later, Vikings, bro. Who's better in the playoffs than A. Rodgers? Tom Brady and Burrow excluded. Who's better in the playoffs than A. Rodgers? He's fighting for a spot in the playoffs. And guess what? I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take it. He's cooking.
They're in the hunt.
Who do they play next? You can just
Lions.
Oh yeah, they do. Yo, this is a big game. Either of those teams, if one of them wins, the go to the
Lions
playoffs,
are
right?
also in the hunt. So if the Packers beat the Lions are out.
And if the Lions beat the Packers are out.
Goodbye, A-Rod, dude.
This is going to be a game for the ages.
Dude,
You're gonna want to watch that game.
I got
whenever it is.
Lions. I want Lions to win.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're not doing our picks yet. But the Vikings, they just look pathetic against the Packers. And you've seen this with the Vikings actually a lot this year. Now, obviously, they've had a lot of wins, but a lot of their games were kind of nail biters, right? And a lot of their games, they struggled against not so great teams. So I think when it gets down to it, we'll see what happens, in the playoffs and who they have to play, because it really their defense gets run through when they play really good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense kind of got ran through when they played the Giants.
Dude, they fold when it comes to good or bad teams because they think, oh, well, this is going to be a cakewalk,
by no means do I think the Giants are a great team, but I think they're a good team this year. And I think we're looking at the start of Daniel Jones as the next franchise quarterback, but that game between the Vikings and the Giants was even closer than I anticipated. I thought the Giants were going to lose worse to the Vikings. So I don't know about these Vikings. We'll see what happens. Zach, what do you think about the Vikings?
Man, I think the Vikings, they're one of those teams. They have a good record this year, but they're not quite an elite team,
Yeah.
But Minnesota always seems to have a certain amount of magic around the playoffs. You never know what's going to happen.
That is
Watch
true.
for Kirk Thuggins to make a run in the playoffs. I figure if I just say watch for everybody, I got to be right?
You got to be right with one of them, You got to be right with at least one of them. Watch for them.
You got to watch for everybody,
Thuggins.
every offensive player on that Vikings team.
One of the Packers, I think it was the Packers safety,
Jair Alexander.
Yeah, Jair Alexander. He was talking about Justin Jefferson. He was like, he's good, but you can't focus on one player. And he did the gritty after he dropped him down, bro. He said,
Dude, Jetta's is dirty.
He is.
He is dirty.
But Jair Alexander had to be a little disrespectful.
Well, you have to be, dude.
Respectfully, he had to be disrespectful.
You have to be.
Gotta be. Packers demolished the Vikings 41-17. Let's talk about the Chargers and the Rams. The Chargers got it done. Nobody expected the Rams to win that game.
Rams are out.
Nobody expected the Rams to really win much this year. Baker Mayfield coming on, still is a bum.
After Stafford, after Cup.
Yeah, the thing too is after you had Baker win that one game, there was a little bit of momentum. People thought, oh, maybe Baker's going to be good on this team. Maybe he's going to perform. No, he didn't.
Was this 2 losses
Baker
now?
did what Baker did, and he's hot garbage. So Chargers beat the Rams 31-10. Steelers and Ravens. Now, this was a game that was boring to watch.
Pittsburgh Steelers also 8-8. There's a lot of teams in the
They're
hunt
8-8.
right now, dude.
It's been an interesting season for football. A lot of teams just kind of 500 record. Some teams that, have clearly made the playoffs. But then it's looking like these other most of these playoff spots aren't necessarily being filled yet because there's so many teams that are on the hunt. It's very, very interesting. But the Steelers did beat the Ravens 16-13. And And then we talked at the beginning of this, but we can't give a score for last night's game. With
Bengals beat the
Bengals.
Bills.
No, they didn't beat
48-2.
They didn't beat them. But yeah, we mentioned obviously at the beginning of that podcast why we can't mention that game. And again,
I wonder
I'll
when they're going to resume that.
Yeah, that's a good question. There hasn't been really any talk about when they're going to resume it.
Because if they don't, it messes up everything.
Because if the Bengals beat the Bills in that game, it would have made the playoffs a bit more interesting and the seeds and whatnot. So we'll see. I mean, you're looking at potentially the Bengals. Potentially what you're looking at is the Bills, because they're not playing this week. We know that. So we're looking at potentially the Bills and the Bengals both playing either 2 games next week and maybe having 2 Thursday night games or 2...
You mean a doubleheader?
Well, no, what I'm saying is you might have 2 Thursday night games or 2 Monday night games. They both play, I think, on Sunday. Let me see here.
What they should do is play on Friday.
Well, actually, yeah, so they both play on Sunday this week. So realistically, you could see them play a game next week at some point after Sunday. We'll see.
I don't know about that.
But
I
I
have
don't
no idea, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen because they said the NFL announced that they are not going to be playing this week at all. So that was announced. So we'll see what happens with that game. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's talk about our picks for next week. We got the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
That's 3 for 3, baby. Go Raiders. No one wants the Chiefs to win.
No. Jaguars or Titans. You know what? Give me the Jags.
Give me them Jags.
I'm kind of torn on this one, guys. The Jaguars, they're in the playoffs.
The Jaguars. Either guy, the Jaguars. Your Midwest accent really came out there.
It really did. I'm going to go with the Titans here, guys. I'm going to go with the Titans. They had a good week this week. They came up short against the Cowboys. The Titans win this week.
Good pick. Bengals at Ravens. This is an easy one. Give me the Bengals.
Give them Bengals, dude.
Ravens.
Wow. Your service is about as crappy as that pick. Zach picked the Ravens. That's a terrible decision.
Yeah.
Steelers and Browns. You know what? Give me the Browns. Make it another week for them to win.
No, give me the Steelers, dude.
Oh yeah, because the Steelers haven't shot in the playoffs.
Dude, they're 8-8.
Yeah, give me the Steelers actually.
Yeah. I think Kenny Pickett's will come in and
just tear it
go
up.
off, dude. Wait, is it him or Mitch Trubisky playing?
I don't know.
When did they play last? Who was it?
Oh, but
Kenny
actually,
Pickett is playing.
Yeah. Zach.
Go Steelers.
All right, we got the Vikings and the Bears. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Vikings lay it all out this game, dude.
Yeah, they have to.
Yep.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to win this last game here.
Patriots and the Bills. Give me the Bills.
I think that the Patriots get this done, dude. I really think
it's not that wild of a pick.
No, it's really not. Last week when I said the Patriots Dolphins,
that
was an iffy pick.
Yep.
But I think that the Patriots and their defense hold.
Didn't they already face off once?
Yeah.
What was the score? Zach, while he's doing that, what's your pick for the Bills and the Patriots?
Well, let me just say, for 20 years, the Bills never could win that division because Tom Brady was ruling that league, right?
Yep.
But the Bills don't got Tom Brady in there no more. They got Josh Allen in that division. He's tearing them up. I say Buffalo's going to put a hurting on him.
And while Austin's still pulling that, what you chewing on there, Zach? What you eating? What do you got for grub?
That's a little chicken wing with the Asian zing sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Asian zing.
Good choice. You got any fries with that?
All right, I got some chips, man. Some British chips.
Some British chips, eh? Well, we are really struggling to find this game. Was it that far back?
Dude, they didn't play.
They haven't? I thought they did this season. Wow. So your pick is obviously the Patriots, correct?
Yep. I think because the Bengals or the Patriots rush defense is amazing.
Yeah.
They don't have all they have is Singletary, and he's really not that good of a running back.
I think you're going to see Josh Allen throwing the ball a lot.
Yes, a lot.
It's going to be primarily him throwing the ball.
But give me Patriots in that.
Okay. Then we have the Dolphins facing off against the Jets. Give me the Dolphins.
I gotta go Dolphins here, dude.
Yeah. I hope the Dolphins can finally get a win here.
If the
I'm
Jets
going Miami.
win against the Dolphins, fins down, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Buccaneers at Falcons. Give me the Bucks.
Yes,
I want
sir.
Tom Brady to make the playoffs and just
Go off.
do what he does.
Yep. Give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks too.
Nice. Panthers at Saints. Give me the Saints.
Yep. Saints.
Listen, if Drew Brees can get that elbow healthy, I think they got a chance. Otherwise, give me the Bucks.
Oh, when the Saints. It was the Saints or the Panthers, homie, not the Bucks.
Go marching in.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Sing it, Zach.
Give me the Kansas City Queefs, baby. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number.
Come on. Glory.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Oh, when the Saints. Oh, when the Saints. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Sing it with me, Austin.
I don't know it.
Oh, when the Saints go marching.
Does Austin not know the song?
In.
In.
No,
Hold it out
I
with
do
me.
not.
Hold it out with me. In. Beautiful.
No, I have no idea. what that
Redo
song
it. Oh, when the Saints. Oh, no, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. So, yes, give me the Saints. Texans at Colts. Give me the Colts.
Give me Texans, dude.
Yeah, let them get one more win.
Yep.
And then they'll win.
The Colts.
Say that again. I cannot hear you.
I said, give me the Colts.
Was that an impression of me?
Yeah, it was spot on.
Interesting. Cardinals at 49ers. I don't think there's a chance that the Cardinals win. Give me Brock Purdy and the 49ers.
Give me pretty boy Purdy.
Dirty Purdy.
Guys, I've thought about this one long and hard.
Don't say it.
And I got to go with the Green Bay Cowboys, baby. Let's go.
Dude, they're literally, that's not even an option. Not an option at all.
49ers or Cardinals?
You know, my grandpa was a St. Louis Cardinals fan. He can name every player in the 1945 playoff team. So I got to go with the Cardinals here, guys.
Okay. Good for you. Good for you. Cowboys and the Commanders. Give me the Cowboys. Unless Taylor Heineke's
That's what I'm saying. If they realize that Taylor Heineke is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz, give me the Commanders. But if not, if Carson Wentz is playing, give me not America's team, the Cowboys.
Rams at Seahawks. For Zach's sake, let's give Gino another win. Oh yeah, Zach, you gotta give us a
Gino.
pick.
Thank you. Watch out for Taylor Heineke in the playoffs, guys. I'm going with the Jets.
I can't stand you, dude. I swear to God.
Oh my gosh. You know, Zach, it's a good thing that you're the president of Penford Media, or else Austin would probably murder you.
Or else I'd be fired right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be Austin. Austin does like to fire people on the show that he can't actually fire.
Dude,
which is,
I'm going to fire 3 guys.
Who?
Dude.
who do you want to
Andy,
fire? Andy?
Jonathan.
Okay. And who's the
And
third?
no, that's it, too.
I don't know. There's a third person. Who is it?
No.
I want to fire everybody that told me that they were going to show up on tonight's podcast and didn't. I had like 4 guests planned for tonight, and they all were like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there," and nobody showed up but Zach. Nobody showed up but Zach.
In my brother's defense, he was cooking dinner for his family.
He could have joined late. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Listen, Adam, that's how I've moved up every depth chart in my life. Nobody showed up but Zach.
Seahawks and the Rams. Gino's going to get it done again. Give me the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah. Seahawks.
Yeah, we got to go with Gino here, baby. He's rolling. Let's go.
Eagles and the Giants. Give me the Giants.
Give me the Giants. Yep. Eagles are, I think they're on a steady decline, dude.
Well,
I think
especially
the Giants,
if Gardner's playing again this week, yeah.
I think Giants are going to.
Giants are going to put the work all over him.
Yep.
Put it on me. New York Giants.
Yes, sir. Broncos
New
and
Jersey Giants to you.
They do technically play in Jersey, as do the Jets.
Yep.
Broncos and Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, give me the Chargers, dude. Give me them Bolts.
Who's the other team?
Broncos or the Chargers?
Oh, dude. Broncos country, let's ride.
And then the last game, Lions and Packers. Now.
Can I say my pick before you start this?
Yeah, I'm going to be the last person to give my pick.
Give me them Lions, dude. They're going to troll Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is doo-doo. See you later, dude. You're out of here.
Wait, hold up. It looks like Chris is trying to join.
Yeah, Chris wants this game for the Lions Packers.
Okay. Chris, you joined right as we were going through our last picks. So,
Bring him in, baby.
here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do for you.
Let's talk Lions Packers.
Let's talk Lions Packers this week. What are we thinking? Apparently, I've left him speechless. Yeah, you.
Sorry, gentlemen. I'm just tuning in now.
Yeah, it's all good. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. So, Lions Packers this week. It's going to be a very interesting matchup after watching what they just did to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Now, here's my thing. Here's what I'm going to say. Aaron Rodgers, man, he's just so natural in the playoffs. And I want to go with I'm going to have to go with the Packers. Now, we've loved watching the Giants this year, or the Lions this year for sure. We definitely have loved watching them just kind of climb, and then, starting off, what was it, 1-6, and now they have a spot in the playoffs. We've loved watching that, but I think at the end of the day, it's going to come down to Aaron Rodgers.
I think the Lions win.
And I got to go Packers with this 100%.
Wow.
So that's just kind of where I'm at. So
Wow.
I'm going the Detroit Red Wings here.
give me the Tigers.
I don't know what happened in that game, but there's a lot of people talking about it just being a fluke game. How coincidental is it that Aaron Rodgers struggles all season with every single one of his young receivers comes in.
Well, I think it's simple.
Plays home against Minnesota, and then all of a sudden, everyone's all of a sudden on the same page.
I think it's simple. I think he's finally starting to connect with his receivers when it actually matters the most. That's personally what I believe. I mean, I think, he has struggled to connect with his receivers this year. It's been pretty evident. And I think right now he's connected with them. And I don't know. I think he gets it done against the Lions, personally. That's just kind of what I see happening. Now, Chris, obviously, we're at the end of the show here, but, I mean, give us your takeaways from Week 17. I mean, what did you notice? What were some things to look out for as we head into the playoffs in the next couple of weeks here? What teams? Let me ask you this. What teams are we favoring in the playoffs? I mean, what are some teams that we think are actually going to get it done and actually going to have a legitimate momentum going into these playoffs?
Everyone's favoring Philadelphia right now with Jalen Hurts coming back. So be on the lookout for them. You know, we've been talking about them all year, obviously. You know, but also don't shy away from the Bengals. Bengals are hot right now, and specifically the Bengals, we're going to be looking at their defense. Are they going to come in and play on all four cylinders as a team, or are they going to come in as the defense that was at the beginning of the season and letting up points?
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see what happens. Austin, who are you kind of favoring in this playoff berth coming up?
You know, I'm really liking the 49ers. I am.
Yeah.
I'm
Still,
them.
yeah.
I mean, they're on their third quarterback, and they still look so good.
They look strong. Yeah, I'm favoring the 49ers, dude.
Okay. Zach, what? Go ahead.
Go with that too.
Yeah, Zach, what are some teams that you think you're going to be on the lookout for to make a good run this playoff season?
I've said since week 1, guys, I like the Bills. Josh Allen, this is his year, all right? He got fucking wrong last year, pardon my language, in the playoff game. You know, I mean, what a game that was against the Chiefs, but he came up a little bit short. So I think this is his year. He had the great interview with Caleb Presley this week on Sunday Conversations on Barstool Sports. I love Josh Allen, guys. I think this is his year to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you who I like in the playoffs this year. So first of all, I love the Bengals. Love the Bengals. Think they're gonna go far. Love the 49ers. Think they're also gonna go far. Here's what I'm seeing though. I think the Eagles are gonna have a short playoff run. Personally, I think, per usual, the Cowboys are going to have a short playoff run. I think the Giants might surprise people. I don't think they'll get anywhere near the bowl, but I think they'll have a solid run. And if they do lose a game, it's going to be a close one. And then I do think the Bills are going to have a good run. But two other teams that I think are legitimate threats right now are the Jaguars as well as the Buccaneers. Simply because I think nobody plays playoff football like Tom Brady.
Preach it.
Nobody has, been to more playoffs than Tom Brady. The guy eats, sleep, breathes playoffs. That's what he's built for. He is built for the playoffs, hence why he has gotten hot when he needs to get hot. Hence why him and Mike Evans has connected when they've needed to connect. Hence why he got over 200 points in fantasy this week.
Mike Evans didn't score a touchdown since week 4. All of a sudden, here comes week 17 around the corner. Mike Evans scores three touchdowns.
Well, so yeah, I was talking to Adam about that. The week after I got bounced out of the fantasy playoffs, Mike Evans just comes in and with a score of 255. And I was telling him that average is like 100 for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
fantasy points. And dude, Mike Evans just blew out.
Those are the teams that I really like. I think the Chiefs are going to make a run, but I think, I don't know. I don't see them going to the bowl. I think they're going to be left short again. I think that's just kind of what the Chiefs have done. They've kind of sold themselves short. So, I like I said, like the 49ers a lot, like the Bengals a lot, and then those other teams that just watch for them. Watch them do even possibly it's okay. So I'm going to say this: either the Dolphins, not Dolphins, either the Lions or the Packers. Whoever makes it to the playoffs, I like both of those teams too. So we'll see what happens, and that's we're in playoff football. This is what we're ready for. We're ready for it to really come down to the line. We've seen some teams struggle all year round. We've had certain teams really just pop off, and I just think that I think it's going to be interesting. Chris, we do want to hear your picks real quick. We're going to go through the line just real quickly. That way we can get your picks for next week. First game, Chiefs and Raiders. Who do you think is taking that game?
I'm going to go with Chiefs on that one.
Okay.
Yep.
Titans and Jaguars.
Jags.
Ravens and Bengals.
Bengals.
Browns and Steelers.
Steelers.
Vikings and Bears.
Vikings.
Pats and Bills.
Bills.
Jets and Dolphins.
Oh my god.
With Tua being injured and in concussion protocol and Teddy Bridgewater being shaken up, I'm going to go with Jets.
Buccaneers and Falcons.
Bucks.
Panthers and Saints.
Saints.
When the Saints go marching in.
Yeah.
Texans and Colts.
Ooh, what a sloppy game. Colts.
Cardinals and 49ers.
49ers. That's a washout right there.
Yeah. Cowboys and Commanders.
Cowboys.
Rams and Seahawks.
Seattle.
Giants and Eagles.
I'm going to go Eagles.
Okay. Chargers and Broncos.
Chargers.
And then Lions and Packers.
Lions.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you guys have any other closing statements? Zach, you have any closing statements for us?
I would like to give my pick for the Lions and Packers game.
Go ahead.
And this one's hard. I've been thinking about this for a while. Both teams are surprisingly hot. The Packers, Aaron Rodgers, hard to bet against, especially this time of year, as we're heading into the postseason, guys. But Jared Goff has also been playing great. So before I give my pick, I just want to give a little message from a man who comes from the city, from the winning team of this game. Because sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak. And when you feel weak, you feel like you just want to give up. But you got to search within you and try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you and get that motivation to not give up and to not be a quitter. No matter how bad you just want to fall flat on your face.
From the day that I stopped.
Let's go, baby. Go Detroit. The Lions are pulling it out.
Right on. Right on. Till I collapse. Well done. Well done. Chris, do you have any closing statements?
Clothing?
Or clothing statements? Any new clothing you're thinking about?
No, no clothing.
No clothing.
No clothing.
Thinking about taking it off, but
Oh, okay.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. So many songs about taking your clothes off.
Huh?
There's so many songs about taking your clothes off.
Dude.
yeah.
Anything else you want to end with Austin?
No. I do want to say that the Patriots will beat the Bills. So
All right.
that's about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for watching the Penford Sports Podcast, your spot for news, drama, and updates on the NFL. As always, I have been your host, Adam Malchuk, along with
Austin Riley.
and we are excited for next week's game. So we will see you next week. Oh, and before we go, just know, playoff games, there's going to be less games to report on. That does not mean that the podcast is getting shorter.
No.
We're going to have more time to
In
talk
fact, going
about.
to be bigger.
Yeah. We're gonna have more time to talk about the games. We're gonna try to get fans of every team in the playoffs around here, which will be good. So we'll have some passionate fans on here. But as always, you've been watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment on the video. What was your favorite part? What should we talk about? Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. And we are signing off. See you next week. Good night, America.